Sentinel Online. Now loading the Geekcast radio network of podcasts.
36 ounces of cold metal, 24 shots per load, 1,000-meter range. It has the power to tear a man apart, and it never misses its target.
Your first action film, how are you feeling tonight?
This is all new to me, and I'm just trying to enjoy it.
I love this house. We sure are.
Bo Laramie thought he was living the dream.
You ready to play some soccer today, buddy?
Yeah!
But when your name is up in light, the cameras
Can I get your autograph?
Yeah, absolutely.
never stop shooting.
Is this legal? Can they do this?
Everyone wants to have a little peek.
Please, I'm asking you nicely, don't take pictures of my son.
Get these nice picture. Won't bring half as much as the ones I have at Abby, changing clothes by the pool.
Bo! This is never gonna stop.
I don't know what I would do if anyone ever hurt one of my family. Welcome to my world, Detective.
Oh! Oh, you gon' pay. Smile, big Bo. You get that?
In living color, Chief.
Laramie was ordered to attend anger management classes as part of a plea agreement.
Your time here will help you put a face on your problems.
My problems already have faces, Dr. Kelly.
I'm gonna destroy your life and eat your soul, and I can't wait to do it. I can't see a thing. Oh, he'll spot the man. Come on.
Why can't let the fact that 4 paparazzis nearly killed my wife affect my behavior now, can I?
Every picture tells a story, but one good shot deserves another.
I've now got dead paparazzi that were involved in your accident. Well, that's too bad, isn't it?
Paparazzi.
I'm starting to feel much more in control of my anger, Dr. Kelly.
Well, then you're moving in the right direction.
Hello and welcome to the 58th episode of the M-Wire. Today we are going to be discussing Paparazzi. I am TF21 Mike, and as usual I'm joined by Steve Megatron. Hello, sir.
Hello.
How are you?
Very well.
Yes, and now that we're done with the Police Academy spotlight, we can get to a couple of
serious films?
Yeah. What's been going on with you?
Not a whole hell of a lot.
Sleeping through episodes and stuff like that there.
Yeah, that wasn't my fault.
Yes, it was. How is it not your fault?
Because I didn't bring my alarm in the right room. It's the alarm's fault. It's
it's your fault for not bringing your phone in there.
Don't care.
Oh, damn. Yeah, it's been going pretty good for me, I guess. Got everything paid off for the month. Got a whole bunch of toys. Some from people that just gave them to me. Some I bought. It's very, very cool. Yeah, I don't know what else is going on. Trying to think. We're getting back on track for M-Wire, yet the M-Wire train may be derailed yet again. Not sure. I blame the curse of Superman, but I don't know. Not sure how that's gonna work out. Anyway.
Nope.
Yeah, I just don't know. So, anyway, the idea for M-Wire episode 58 and 59 is 58, Paparazzi, was produced by Mel Gibson. 59, which is the Lethal Weapon spotlight, actually stars Mel Gibson in all 4 films. So I guess you could say we're on a Mel Gibson spotlight, even though it's only 2 episodes. And
kind of a good lead-in, though.
Yeah. And he was, I think he was, it probably says here in the information, but I think he had a cameo in this film, even though he mainly produced it. So, I guess we will get right into it. Paparazzi is a 2004 action film directed by Paul Abascal, produced by actor Mel Gibson, and starring Cole Hauser and Tom Sizemore. Basically, getting right into the plot, it's a very short plot, so when we, here on MWire, I told Steve yesterday, I made an executive decision. When we have short plots like this, I'm going to take a little bit of notes from the film as I watch it, kind of like what we do with Beast Unleashed and Secret Origins, even though that show hasn't had an episode in God knows how long. So here's the mini plot. Bo Laramie, played by Hauser, is a famous Hollywood actor dealing with a negative side of high publicity. After his wife and son are badly injured in a car accident, he decides to take revenge by murdering 3 of the 4 paparazzi photographers who were responsible for the accident, then pinning the murders on the ringleader, played by Tom Sizemore. What did you think of this movie when you first saw it?
Honestly, I thought this was pretty friggin' awesome.
Yeah,
it's something that you wish you could do to some people.
I don't know about.
Not saying that it's a good idea to try. I'm just saying.
I was gonna say I don't know if that would be solid advice. I don't know. I mean, it's one of those things where Hollywood is overexposed. I mean, I think this film shows the more negative side to paparazzi, and I'm not saying that there's not a negative side, but this takes it over the line. I agree with both. There should be a line between the star and the private life. Unfortunately, some people in Hollywood don't believe that. But I don't know. I thought this film was very well done. I didn't feel that it was rushed. I didn't feel that it was too fast-paced. I didn't feel at the end like I do with some movies where it's like, oh, that's it, it's over. It felt like it fit the time frame it was supposed to fit, and it did everything it needed to do. The scene with the car accident, that was an intense car accident with the camera chase.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. That was like, holy crap.
And then he gets enough of a glimpse when he's passing out of the guys, so he knew who did it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And then just something in him snapped. You could just tell.
Well, I think something in him snapped when they started. What'd you think of all the paparazzi magazines?
I remember some of them were pretty funny to look at because they had a lot of interesting clips.
His kid said, "Why is Daddy on a magazine with a black thing covering his pee-pee?" And then Bo's like, "You ready to play some soccer today, buddy?" And I'm sorry, I don't know. I don't remember how old the kid was supposed to be, but I think he was supposed to be like 6 or 7 maybe. But that was kind of unbelievable to me. I didn't really believe that Bo could change the kids. I mean, I know young kids change their minds all the time, but I don't know. It just didn't feel right to me that interaction between them when he asked him, "Are you ready to play soccer?" He said, "Oh yeah," and he just forgets about the last thing that he said. Parents, if you're listening, call in or email in or whatever, comment on the website and let me know. But I just didn't see that scene as plausible.
Now, see, I don't have kids, but I could kind of think that is because when you're younger, you have a very short attention span to start out with. So anything that your parents suggest, you're going to be like, oh, yeah, okay.
I guess I was reverse of that because I had a very long attention span when I was a kid, and once I was on something, I was on it like a hawk, whereas now I have the attention span of a newt.
You are a newt.
Shut up, Megatron. I like how, and really, at first when getting to the fact that the paparazzi people are just taunting him and teasing him and all this and all that and everything else. The one where he goes to hug the grocery store clerk there and the biker guy takes the picture and all that. When the biker leaves and then Bo leaves, Bo leaves ahead of him and then the biker leaves. When Bo left ahead of him, I thought when he pulled over that he pulled over to wait for the biker. But he was doing something else. He was on the phone or something, I forget. And then when he got off the phone to pull out to go back on the road, the biker just happened to... I don't think that part was planned as far as killing the biker until, the biker's on the cliff saying, yeah, you think we're on you now. Wait until after this is over. And he's like, what'd you say? He's like, nothing, man. Pull me up. Let them go. But at first, I don't think he intentionally... It's not like the other three. He didn't intentionally plan to kill Kevin.
No, this one just happened to be in the best spot at the best time, and he's like, you know what? Just because of what you said, fuck you.
Yep.
And then just let them go.
Yep. When we get to Lenny getting killed, holy crap, that was awesome. That was a nice setup. Of course, he screwed up a little bit with the jacket, but...
Oh, yeah, but it still, by the end of the movie, it was completely fixed.
Yeah. I love the action in this film. Tom Sizemore plays a very excellent villain, especially when he goes to frame Marcy.
Oh, yeah.
That was kind of low. The climax to it was just amazing as far as the end of the film. It never leaves me bored, and just overall the film is just great.
I liked how Bo was running back to his house after parking his car and seeing the cop car, manages to run all the way through, and then he's got a towel around, and a robe as he's answering the door with the detective coming to the door. He's like, oh, sorry, I was in the shower, I didn't hear you.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, okay. And then he just shows him the, DVD and shit.
Yeah,
the
DVD.
It was quite hilarious just seeing that in general.
Yep.
The whole thing was plotted out really, really well.
Yeah, I have to call into question, though, how much time an actor, we're meant to believe he's a breakout star who's broken out, gotten really famous from one film, and he's currently, and during the movie, he's filming the second film of that action Adrenaline Force series, the fictional series. I just don't know in real life if stars have that much time on their hands to do what he did.
I don't think so.
If you think about it, he's in a million different places. He does his stuff on the set. He goes back to the house. He then goes to all the trouble of setting these 4 people up. Well, 3. Just from what we've, at least from when I've contacted voice, I know it's not a voice acting thing, but just celebrities in general. It's like they're just way too busy, and I don't know how plausible it is that he would have that much time in each day, or in the middle of the night, to do all this.
Yeah, I don't see the time. I don't think they'd have it.
Because if you think about it, a movie like Adrenaline Force and Adrenaline Force 2, those are probably 8, 12, 15-hour shoots.
Oh, easy.
So I mean, how much time could he? I mean, I know they set it up to where it looks like, he gets all his movie star stuff done, and then he's, going to the market and he's going to the hospital to see his son and all that stuff. And then there was the scene with his lawyers about apparently he stopped doing the movie when after the accident or whatever. And I like what the lawyer said. He goes, well, technically you didn't get hurt. And Cole just kind of looks at him like, Bo just kind of looks at him like, what? What'd you say? Lawyer's like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm gonna shut up now. Oh boy. What did you think of the ending? The way that was all set up.
Oh, I loved how they plotted the whole thing and pinned the whole bunch of murders right on
Rex.
Yep. That was just epic all in itself.
I like Farina going through the traffic cam. He's like, oh, son of a bitch. And then he's like, oh, wait. This is Detective whatever his name, I forget what the hell his name is. Get me traffic. And then that's how he finds Marcy and gets that through. But yeah, I like Bo's acting when he's punching Rex and shit at the end. He's like, help, detective, help! He's in my house, oh my god! And then Rex is
and then he started punching him.
Yeah.
Screaming for Rex.
Yeah, and then Rex is like, no, wait, that's not how it happened. Shut up, you.
He's like, this is how it's going to go down. He says, this is the perfect ending. He says, I'm going to set up you for the fall, and then,
Yep.
Because Rex was stupid and went in that house and got his prints all over.
Yep.
And his blood.
Yep.
Like a dumbass.
I always wondered, though, because it doesn't actually show Bo killing Wendell. After that happens, it shows Rex leaving his boat, and then Bo showing up in the shadows after Rex has walked away from the boat. And then, I mean, it makes sense later on when we get to the boat and Rex is like, holy shit, what the hell is this? Because the bloody bat from killing Wendell was there. But I think if I have any complaints about this movie, it's probably that whole plot line of, again, it goes back to how much time does this guy actually have on his hands? I mean, his son's in the hospital, his wife is, let's say, emotionally unstable.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the whole timing issue is the only thing I have against this film. Other than that, from front to back, it's just a great film.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend this one. This is one of the better films I've seen in, years. I mean, it's not recent, but it's still a good, well thought out, plot driven action movie.
Yep. And I think that Farina's character, the detective, again, what the hell was his damn name? Let me look down here. For the life of me, I can't remember what the hell his damn name was. Let's see, Detective Barton. Yeah, that's what it is. I think at the end, when he looks back at Bo and he just kind of wonders, I think he knew in the back of his mind, I think he knew that Bo killed all four of them.
Yeah.
Killed three of them and set up Rex. I think he knew. And, of course, there was nothing actually linked to Bo, because, as we've said, Bo set Rex up to take the fall. But that kind of goes to in Hollywood, celebrities get away with murder. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, really. You know, most celebrities get away with almost everything that they do.
Shit, they get away with everything else. Short of murder, but not that I think they should get away with it.
Yeah.
Almost seems like they could, though, sometimes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Alright, so let's talk about the cast for a few minutes here. Cole Hauser, the first time I ever saw him was in Good Will Hunting, and I didn't even know it was him.
First time I ever saw him, this movie. And then I saw him again in The Breakup.
I think I've seen bits and pieces of that. I don't know. It's one of those...
He played Vince Vaughn's brother in the movie.
Yeah, it's one of those damn Jennifer Aniston movies I just don't care for.
Yeah, I don't care for it either. I'm just saying that he was in it.
Yeah. Yeah, he plays... he's a very good character actor. Like I said, the first time I ever saw him, of course, I didn't know it was him, but it was in Good Will Hunting. He played one of Matt Damon's character's buddies. And very, very well executed. He played the villain in not Fast and Furious, Too Fast, Too Furious, the sequel. He played the boss in that.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. He did that villain very, very well, I thought. But here, he just shines. I haven't seen Robin Tunney in much. If I have, I don't remember. But I think for this role, she did very well.
Yes. For the most part, I don't really care for her. She was in... There was some... like kind of witchcraft movie that she was in at one point, and then I don't remember what it was. It was like The Craft or something. But she was also in Prison Break season 1.
Oh, was she? I never got into that show.
I got into it pretty good, and so, but yeah, she didn't last long in that.
Yeah. Let me see here. She was in Paparazzi. She was on House MD for a couple episodes. Like you said, Prison Break. She was in Supernova, if you've seen that. Oh, wow. Holy crap. I did not know that. She was in Empire Records.
Oh.
She was Deborah, the chick that shaved her head. Holy crap. I did not know that. Yeah.
You know you're going to go back and watch it afterwards.
Yes, she was in The Craft. She played Sarah Bailey. The film The Craft. But yeah, I mean, she's done very, very well for herself, I think, as far as I really don't have any complaints about her in this. And then, of course, you got Tom Sizemore, who, again, awesome villain. This guy, Rex Harp, he's ruthless. Anything to make money. Anything to get that $1 million shot.
Yeah.
What did you think of his character?
And we're talking about
Rex Harper.
Rex.
Yeah.
He was one of those characters that you knew he was doing his job, but you hated his guts the whole freaking movie.
Oh, yeah, I agree, but I just pulled up his IMDb and oh, holy crap. They're making a movie of Fahrenheit 451. Wow. Oh boy. Unfortunately, there's only details on IMDb Pro. But, I mean, Sizemore's IMDb just reads like star-studded stuff. I mean, he was in Dr. Vegas. He was in 24 The Game. He was in Robbery Homicide Division. Let's see. He voiced Metamorpho in Justice League. That was cool. Huh. Let's see. Play It to the Bone. Wow. Let's see. Oh, he's in Saving Private Ryan. He was Sergeant Mike Horvath. The Relic. Just tons and tons of really good stuff for the most part. He played Second Mugger in 1989's Penn and Teller Get Killed. Holy crap.
Nice.
Oh, man. Let's see here. What did you think of Detective Burton, Dennis Farina's character?
I thought he was a pretty good fit for that.
Yeah.
He wasn't one of those annoying characters that you're like, okay, get him off screen. Like a few of the other villains in the film, but overall, you could tell that he was very suspicious of Bo for the whole movie.
Yep.
Had no proof. That's why he kept like finding little clues, and he's like, I know you're behind this, but I can't prove it, so I'm gonna have to let you go.
Oh yeah. Some of his other credits include he was the voice of Wildcat in Justice League Unlimited. Obviously, he was on Law and Order as Detective Joe Fontana. He's actually the new voice of Unsolved Mysteries.
I could see that.
Yeah, I can too. I mean, this guy has done. He's a great actor, and I don't think there's a role that I haven't. Oh wow, he was in Miami Vice. Wow.
The original or the movie?
No, the TV show.
Jeez.
He was in 3 episodes as Albert Lombard. I mean, let's see. Yeah, just wow. He was on Hunter as well as Vic Terranova in 1985. He was a cop in Remington Steele for 1 episode.
Jeez.
I mean, this guy has got a lot of good credits on his resume here. Very awesome. As far as the other cast, I mean, the only Baldwin brother I can stomach is Steven, because I really enjoyed him in the 1995 film Fled, or not 1996 film Fled. The rest of them, I really don't care.
I like, isn't it Adam Baldwin that's in, he was in like Beetlejuice, and he's been on like Saturday Night Live a bazillion times.
I don't know. There's so many of them that I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that's who it is, but he's the only one I can stomach next to Stephen Baldwin. Like the rest of them are kind of like, I really don't care. You can tell they're a Baldwin, but they just kind of suck.
Yep. And Daniel Baldwin played Wendell Stokes in this. And then you have a couple of cameos. The other, which I've never even heard of this guy, but Tom Hollander played Leonard Clark, which I thought it was an alright character. Wasn't really that great, but it was okay. A couple of cameos. Chris Rock as the pizza delivery guy.
That was funny.
Yeah, that was. It was very funny. Mel Gibson, who is one of the film's producers, appears as an anger management patient in the waiting room of the shared therapist. In addition, Chris Rock, as I said, appears as a pizza delivery driver. Vince Vaughn appears as Bo Laramie's co-star. And Matthew McConaughey appears as himself at a movie premiere. Whatever. I don't really care for Matthew McConaughey. Let the hate mail start.
Funny, but whatever.
Yeah. At about 40 minutes into the movie, Detective Burton, played by Dennis Farina, tells Bo how one of the paparazzi has previously sued Alec Baldwin, or one of the Baldwins. Daniel Baldwin plays one of the paparazzi in the movie. Let's see, box office. The film was, Film was a box office failure, having cost about $20 million to be made and grossing only $16 million worldwide. Yikes. That's not good. As far as critical response, the film was poorly rated on Rotten Tomatoes. It received 18% rating on Rotten Tomatoes and consensus of being a crude, ludicrous exploitation movie with a questionable morale. The film also received a large number of negative criticism from major American, Canadian, and British publications. Amazingly arrogant, immoral film, Dave Keir, The New York Times. The audacity of the paparazzi is a good topic, but this embellic film has no idea how to focus its intentions online. More than a few movie stars probably have fantasized about getting their revenge on paparazzi, but leave it to Mel Gibson to see the possibilities in a script about a rising star driven to go on a murderous rampage with the paparazzi as his victims. That was Ruth Stein of San Francisco Chronicle.
That's probably an autobiographical film of what Gibson wants to do.
Could be. I disagree with the negative stuff, though. I mean, it is a
good film, but I mean,
a very good
why
film.
are they beating it up so bad?
Well, again, it came out in 2004. What other films came out in 2004 that everybody loved? I like this one. Hot on the bloodstained heels of The Punisher, Man on Fire, and Kill Bill comes Paparazzi, another lurid revenge fantasy. Its flimsy plot rests on the ludicrous notion that an actor should be entitled to slaughter anyone who invades his privacy. Sadistic in the extreme and lacking any form of moral compass, it is the kind of film only the likes of O.J. Simpson could love. Neil Smith, the BBC. Oh, God. I think people need to revisit this one and not look at it as, yes, Mel Gibson produced the film. Yes, he had a little like maybe 5 or 6 second cameo in it, but I think critics need to re-examine this because this is a very good film.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the story doesn't leave you lagging. It doesn't take you out of the film. If anything, it brings you into it more, like you want to know more. And there are two sides. There obviously is the actor's side and everything else, and there's obviously the paparazzi side. I do think that they showed the paparazzi as being these over-immoral. Now, let's face it, paparazzi are paparazzi. They are immoral people. They will, and even in the movie it showed Wendell fooling around with his video setup or his computer setup, doctoring up photos. So, I have no misgivings or misconceptions about how the paparazzi work. I just think this film took them to a next level that I don't think many of them currently would go to.
No, and I think that's why people are maybe giving it such bad reviews.
Could be. I mean, seriously, there's no way that, a photographer or paparazzi, whatever the hell you want to call them, there's no way in real life that they would stalk these. I mean, granted, yes, paparazzi, because I hate to admit this, but I've admitted other things worse on our podcast. I watched, of course I don't have the channel anymore, but I used to like watching Tori and Dean in Love, and now it's Tori and Dean Home Sweet Hollywood. It's basically Tori Spelling and her husband Dean McDermott. It's basically their reality show. Dean would kind of, go after the paparazzi on their lawn or whatever, but, then he would call the police or something, or he would threaten them, stay off our property, stop taking pictures of us at home, stuff like that. So I just think that I don't think a real paparazzi member would go to the lengths that Sizemore and company go to in this film. I mean, Jesus Christ, they caused the guy to have a car accident.
They got pictures, though.
Yeah, but that's still, it's like, holy crap. I don't know. Overall, it's a very good film, and I think it needs re-examination by Hollywood. But again, it's 6 years old, so there's, Hollywood's all about in the now.
Yeah, it's pretty dated.
Mm.
Not really dated, but I mean it's
as far as how old it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. You have any other final thoughts before we close this out?
Definitely must watch. Really good action film. If you don't have it, pick it up.
Yes, I completely agree. And I'm so glad they haven't done what they've done with a lot of other films where they've re-released it and made like 2-disc editions, because I hate having to buy double copies.
Yes. And that's the thing I will never do.
Alright then, so that's going to do it for us. Thank you for joining us here on the M-Wire Movie Week in Review. There are several ways to get in contact with us or leave feedback for the show. Visit the website, geekcastradio.com. You can comment on each episode post. We need more website interaction, people.
Yes.
Yes. Join the forums, PredicatorEmpire.com/Nexus. It is free. Leave the show's feedback in iTunes. I haven't checked in a while, but I'm pretty sure this podcast still has no feedback after 58 episodes. That's crazy.
I'm inclined to agree.
Yeah, that's nuts. Follow us on Twitter. The show name there is GCRNMWire. That's all one line thing there. Mine is TFG and Mike. What is your Twitter?
SCP-21.
Become a fan on Facebook. Search Geekcast Radio Network. Call the voicemail line. Tell us the show you're leaving the message for and your name. 502-526-5821. We hope you enjoyed this episode of MY and wish you'll join us next time when we will be reviewing. It's either going to be me, Steve, and Kevin, or just me and Kevin with the Lethal Weapon franchise. Wow, that's going to be a long-ass episode.
Oh, yes.
For now, I am TFG1 Mike with
Steve Megatron Phillips.
Thank you for listening. Until next time.
In a world, there, I said it, happy,